Back in 2004, during that somewhat breezy fall we had, I booked a fishing trip with Dave Pomerleau, aka the Mad Snooker. It was a late night on Halloween. We were to meet at John's Pass, but Dave was nowhere in sight. My strangest adventure yet was about to begin.
There's a party going on, and you're invited.
Sweet mother of pearl.
Look at this bulldog tree.
He's coming up.
Boy, he's a hunter. Man. Shock in the water. Oh, tail slapping.
All of a sudden, there it is. Boom.
That is old Florida at its best.
Hey, Don. You seen Dave?
Yeah, his boat's right outside.
Yeah, I know. I see his boat, but nowhere to be found.
He's around here somewhere.
All right. You got some good bait for us tonight?
We sure do. I got the jumbo pinfish.
The pinfish, that good bait for snook?
It's a real good bait for snook.
Big pinfish.
Big pinfish. Biggest ones I got. We stay open later to accommodate the snook fishermen that are going out late. They want fresh, large pinfish, grunts, and live shrimp too. That the larger the better.
Tell me about what you can find here at John's Pass as far as catching fish.
The fishing's just as good, I would say, from shore in the Johns Pass area. You're fishing structure, and you're fishing certain spots where there's bait fish holding up, and I think it's just as good, and it's easier to move around and hit different spots. Where in a boat around here, it's, you know, there's only half dozen good spots out there by boat, but I think there's a lot more by
Fishing
walking
off
around.
the rocks, what do you catch?
You're catching snook, redfish, flounder, trout, some drum, mackerel. It's you know, it's anywhere between, you're fishing 12 to 40 foot of water out there in the pass.
I see this picture up here, and I see the resemblance to you. Must be your grandfather.
That's my grandfather. He started it in 1946, and a little over 60 years ago, and I'm third generation out here, just trying to keep the old...
Keep it going.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll bet you in 1946, Don's dock was the only dock out here, probably.
It was. All our shrimp came by, of us getting them off the dock with the Coleman lanterns. Nobody delivered shrimp back then.
So you caught your own shrimp to sell?
We did, and most of our frozen bait was limited. You know, we had sardines that were caught offshore, and it was a whole different ball game back then. It really, you know, he really worked to keep what I get very easily delivered to me. My grandfather really had to work to get.
Tell me about the fall. Good time of fish?
You can catch keeper grouper out here.
Right off the bridge?
Right off the bridge, year round. But in the fall months, it's the water temperature is the key part. And
what are you using for the grouper out there?
Live pinfish, live grunts, shad. People butterfly the shad, you know, just cut the tails off, and there's tarpon here too. So this is, it's always been...
In the fall?
Year round.
Year round?
I would say it's not they're not catching abundant amount of tarpon, but there's tarpon out here. Like the mackerel. I think the mackerel are year round too.
All right, Don. I don't know where Dave is at, but I'll go look for him. Maybe he's in the restroom. Don't want to disturb him. Want him to have a good night. So.
Well, you found the boat. So
yeah, I found the boat, so I'll get out there and wait for him, I guess.
Good luck, Don.
All right, Dave, where are you? Caution. Enter if you dare. Turn back now. It's gonna be one of those nights, I see. Well, I like his nice new boat. Look how wide this is. A lot of room, a lot of fishing room. Well, where's Dave? Come on, Dave, night's wasted. Where are you?
Good evening.
Dave?
Mad Snookula, please.
What are you doing in the live well?
I'm waiting for nightfall. Is it safe?
Yes, it's safe. It's completely dark for your light skin. Are we going to put bait in that live well, or are you just going to sleep in there all night?
There's already bait in here.
That's too much information for me to know. Okay, let's go fishing. Yeah, quickly.
We're off to have a snooking good time.
All right, you got me baited up, Dave.
Matt Snookula, please.
Yes, okay, Matt Snookula.
Tonight.
We're up here against the docks. Are we trying to hide this place, or we pretty much know where this is
No
at?
secrets here.
You got to have heavy tackle up in this pass, don't you?
You need big tackle. And a lot of...
You're kind of sounding like a Spanish actor.
Sounded like
a Cuban actor.
This is horrible. But I'll do Count Snookula.
Take me through the tackle here.
Basically, we're doing a Shimano bait runner with, this is a 65 Shimano bait runner with 65-pound braid.
Okay.
With a 60-pound fluorocarbon leader and circle hook, so you don't have to set the hook.
But there's one thing that you got to do.
What's that?
You got a lot of rocks down there.
There's all kinds.
You're going to have to do more like a grouper style than a snook style. You're going to have to dig them up out of there, aren't you?
There's all kinds of stuff down there. You'll be yelling, Franken-Daddy. I'll say, Matt Snookula. And then, Tim, Ooh, Daddy.
All right, folks, let's get to fishing. I think he's been drinking some blueberry or something.
Blueberry. Count Snookula.
Count Snookula quickly had us set up along the bumpers of the bridge. The second half of 2004 had been tough, as the menace of multiple hurricanes had dominated the lives of all Floridians.
Oh my God, we're right on top of a herd, a buffalo herd.
It seemed like marine life had been affected as well. Not a nibble did we get. Fishing during this blustery season had been a unique experience, to say the least.
Fishing at night is so much better than the daytime. I save a lot of money on suntan lotion. It's worse as the night progresses. I become more and more like
a weirdo?
Like a weirdo. Comes so natural.
Yes, I had to wonder about him. But fishing was what we came here for, and luckily the Count finally put us on the board, but not with the species we were after.
Get him, Dave.
Moments later, one of those line-sighted beasts of the pass slugged it out with the Count and slammed the lid on it. After that, the bite deceased, and Snookula pointed his boat south as we plunged into the darkness of yet another stormy night to head towards Snookovania, where a bait massacre awaited.
Hi, bright light. Hi, Glenn Helsing, did you enjoy the ride?
You sound like you're from Sicily.
I am from Sicily. How about
You're
Sicilian Snookula?
It was a long ride, Snookula.
It was a long ride, Snookula. Oh, yes.
And heavy wind, heavy rain, weather. It's just bad. That's what's scary.
Now we drop down here to Snookovania.
Snookovania. And boy, things are popping in Snookovania, aren't they? Right over here. When you see that kind of action, you know there's a party going on.
There's a party going on, and you're invited.
Okay. All right, thank you, Jackie Mason.
This is truly a terrifying place to be if you're a shrimp.
All right, folks, what we're using down here is shrimp in Snookovania, and we're putting the hook right at the head of the shrimp right there and not trying to hit the brain. And I think that as soon as I cast this, there's going to be a hit. If I can reach it. Oh, right in there. Right in there. I just missed it.
Mr. Angler, you plumbed one. Still rolling.
Oh, still rolling?
The bait's
It's still
dead.
alive. No, the bait's alive.
No, it's dead. Absolutely dead.
Yeah, but watch. Watch, they're gonna hit it.
No, they won't eat it. Watch. I'd be surprised.
He got stung.
Generally, there you go. You got him. Plumbed another one.
Boy, you curse me, Snookula. Those little guys over there. All right in there. There we go. Ah, yes.
Insta snook.
Little party going on in Snookavania. Let's see. We got a little size to him. Count Snookula or Mad Snookula. Here he comes. Right over. Right down here. Oh, he's digging. He's digging. Yeah. Look at that. Hungry snook after a little bit of hurricane action. Oh, just knocked out the snook. Mad Snookula.
Snookula.
Careful. A little playing around and your technique got sloppy. Mad Snookula.
Good evening.
There you go. There he goes. What do you think of that, Snookula?
Wunderbar. Wunderbar? I don't have a clue. That's better than the old snook chow.
All these snook look like they're from the same school, same size school.
They are.
Yep. A little healthy nursery going on right
We
here.
got a nice, healthy nursery with baby snook.
You also look like the executioner or something, or you know,
Yeah.
with that hood. But I know you're Mad
Snook
Snookula.
death.
Snook death. No snook death.
These are a
You
monster
release them all.
snook if you're the bait.
Now, what are you doing there, Mad Snookula?
After each time you catch a fish, you must retie. You must retie. I can't do this fire thing. My accent is pitiful.
Just don't go back to your Kirk accent. I don't, please, no.
But I'm losing my ship,
No.
my coffin,
Where's the steak?
my crew.
Ghosts and goblins, let's head back over to John's Pass for a real treat. It's grouper pizza.
Jimmy, this is your masterpiece. How did you come up with grouper pizza?
Actually, it's an old recipe from my grandfather. He cooks fish in tomato sauce by poaching it. And it was just a matter of time before we put it on a pizza.
Go through the process of how you make it.
What we do is we take whole peeled tomatoes in juice with garlic, olive oil, fresh parsley, salt, and pepper. Put that all in and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. Then what you do is you add about a cup of water and you add your chunks of grouper. Cover it and let it poach the fish.
Okay.
All right?
So
Once
you're
the water
kind of
evaporates-
marinating the fish.
Kind of. You kind of poach it in the wet sauce. It's not frying. It's not sautéing. It's more like a poached fish.
Right. Normally, I would think that if somebody was making a pizza like this, that they would have the chicken or the meat or whatever the case, the fish, and cook it separately and then put it on the pizza. But actually, the fish is part of the pizza recipe.
You could do it that way, but this is the way it tastes the best.
All right, let's dig in.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to know about this?
No, you should eat it with a fork and a knife. It's not really, I cut it in squares to make it easier.
And now back to a snookin' good time.
Mad Snooker.
Sir.
Mad Snookula, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I see that outside of that little shiny light right there, not much is going on. So they're all congregated right in that light. And you kind of want to lead them a little bit and let the current take the bait down through the territory that you just know is bad news for a hapless bait. Ooh, there we go. Right in that area of light, right outside of it, really, in the shadow line. But drifted the bait through. Is this one a little bigger? Feels a little bigger.
Out from his bait coffin, Snooker's voice did ring. Seems I was troubled by just one thing.
Thank you, Boris.
I opened the lid and shook my fist. I said, I got tired of stinking Bimini twist.
Half an inch bigger?
Yes, he's lovely. Half an inch bigger. He's huge if you happen to be the shrimp.
Or a little person.
Or a small person. I will call him Mini Snook. All right. I do a better Dr. Evil.
12:43. You can tell. I can either tell on my watch or I can tell by the way Matt Snookula starts to act what time it is.
At our next stop, we were witness to a snook feeding frenzy. It was the perfect chance to try out the Count's ghostly lure, which he would not reveal to the camera.
Got a dock over there. Sometimes the snook are really skitterish. You can't throw that lure right into them or they're gone. That's it. You gotta try and cast beyond them and then work the bait back through them or the lure. That's right there. There we go.
You can almost see him jumping there.
That snook that we just caught, he spit out just a little bait. What was it?
Little glass minnow.
Little glass minnow. That's what they're biting right now. Sometimes if you can't get a bite, you've got to match the hatch, which you've probably heard on many other fishing trips. Put that lure right on the other side of them. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Yeah. Boy, look at you're still nailed. As soon as that lure hit the water, that snook was on it, right next to the light. Actually, right on the other side of the light and bring the lure through. I'm not trying to hit them right on the head with this lure. How's that, Snookula? Getting better with it?
Beautiful.
Boy, these snook are full of energy. Well, I mean, they're smacking over there. You could probably just throw in a piece of lamb chop and they'll go after it.
Oh yeah, go. Uh-oh.
Yeah. They're not getting spooked because everybody's going in on the action with all these glass minnows around. What happened to your cape, Snookula?
Oh, I took it off. I was getting hot. So you can see my sexy white legs. Woo.
Now that's scary.
It is very scary.
It's jumbo-sized fish on this week's email bucket, and our first pick takes us down to Inglewood, where Mike Hollingsworth caught this 40-inch, 24-pound snook off a dock with a small, dead shrimp. Nice catch, Mike, and so much for the theory of big bait, big fish. Next, it's Bob Klimzak with a 46-inch, 36-pound cobia caught from a Hobie fishing kayak using 20-pound test line on a light spinning reel. Congrats on landing that fish, Bob. That must have been one heck of a fight. We moved on to deeper waters, hoping for a bigger snook. And even here, bait were jumping for their lives.
Good evening. Put the pinfish in the water. I wave my magic cape, and presto. Must be out of batteries. Presto.
The Count had switched us to pinfish in hopes of a big snook. I don't think that this is the big line sider we were hoping for.
Now you say shrimp doesn't work as well because it's the vibration of the pinfish?
Absolutely, it's the vibration of a scared baitfish. They'll take off,
And shrimp doesn't do that.
Shrimp doesn't vibrate.
Yeah.
Shrimp just kind of swims by and goes, and then the snook go.
I've never seen a shrimp do that, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Well, shrimp just kind of swim by, and the snook sees them swim by. The shrimp gets scared and kind of, whoa, and it's...
So you have a topwater or maybe a slow diver that has maybe a rattle in it. Is it the same thing as a pinfish move?
Sure is, but it's not gonna act the same way.
Boy, there's a lot of popping going on behind us.
It does sound like Orville Redenbacher in a
Snooksville.
microwave. How many we caught now?
I don't remember.
We're over
I've
20.
lost count.
We're over 20, which ain't bad considering the wind's blowing 65 miles an hour.
And your cape's hardly moving.
My cape's hardly moving.
Too much starch in that cape.
Darn it.
Well, looks like with this snook, we might upsize a little bit.
Yeah, look at that,
Sorry. Kind of hungry. I'm allergic to snook, but a little blood would be good. Yeah, let's put him back.
As it got later, the Count decided to do a little angling.
I can't handle them. Much more snook than I'm used to. I've never actually caught a snook. I've just done creative marketing. Twist my arm.
Oh,
Magic key.
let's see that one. That's getting a little bigger again.
Oh, that's better.
Good job, Snookula. You're not bad.
But I'm a little ugly.
There you go. Look, he's right behind the boat. Oh, there he took off.
It gets later, I get stranger, and I grow fangs.
Oh, I hope not.
After 2 o'clock in the morning, the fangs come out.
That's close. That's,
Dogs and cats are living
2:13.
together. It's a Snookula thing.
There's a mixture of small, but it's getting later, I can tell.
I got these happy looking teeth in my mouth.
Hey, use some Listerine with those teeth, would you?
Did I get some dog drugs?
Yeah, you put those in your pocket.
The night grew later, and the moon phase filled out, as the proceedings got stranger still.
Hey, Mad Snookula, can you stop hanging around and let's move on? It's getting late.
There's a party going on, and you're invited.
It's driving me batty.